Welcome in everybody to Lady Red Volleyball. You're watching with me and Greasy Enix. We are here at the Republic County tournament in the elementary gym. I just watched Beloit beat Pike Valley 25-10, 25-8. So Lady Red and Beloit, we're going to be matching up pretty closely if we compare the scores. Lady Red's taking on the Linn Bulldogs here. I didn't get their record, but I think they have more losses than wins. So Lady Red taking on Linn Bulldogs here. Bulldogs have Jessica Oldie as their coach, and assistant is Kay Bott. The managers is Ava Gusta. And Lady Red won the first match against Pike Valley 25-7, 25-8. So comparing those Beloit and specific scores. And Beloit has only had one loss this year, along with Thayer Central, who is playing at the big gym, the big high school gym. So we'll see how everything stacks up. I talked to Kelsey up in Superior, and she says Thayer is pretty darn good. So we'll just have to see how darn good they are. Hopefully be able to go there and play them one match here. If Lady Red beats Linn, we'll be going on, even if we lose to Beloit, but I'm not sure that's going to happen because Lady Red's pretty staying on top of things. Only 2 set service errors in that last match, so hopefully Lady Red is coming out of that problem they had a while back, last 3 matches where they had some service errors. No sense of giving up free points when you don't have to. Looks like we're streaming here. And Gracie's running the camera. You got a red dot and everything, right, baby? Okay, excellent. So here we come. Linn Bulldog has 1 senior, Crystal Ayla, 5'4". The rest are 1, 2, 3, 4 juniors, 1, 2, 3, 4 freshmen. So well, they have 2 seniors. Michelle Richardson is a senior, 26, on the Linn Bulldog side. So they're having a huddle up there on the Linn side. Lady Red's ready to go, Linn's ready to go, so the referee gives them the walk around and circle thing. And we'll get things going. Looks like Linn has number 16, Faith Beckman, a sophomore, is the starter. Number 13, Emily Myers. Number 9 is Kara Peters. Number 7 is Haley Dittmer, a 5'7" junior. Number 21 is Elizabeth Watt. And number 33 is Kaylee Umke. And Lady Red has Kendra, Holly, Talon, Grayson, Jesslyn, Kirchhoff, and Bree. Back to service number 7, Haley Dittmer. The 5'7" junior Grayson. Holly bumps it up. Talon's going to take a whack at it. Goes back, hit up by Emily. Over by Faith. Push up. Talon in the back row. High in the sky by Emily. Brought up by Kaylee. Just a miss hit there by Emily Meyer. It's a point for Lady Red. Okay, Holly's gone out, and Caitlin Shelato's in on that back row as the libero for Lady Red. Here goes Bree. Bree Freeling. Going to the back row, too strong, out. Point for the Lady Bulldogs. Back to service number 21, Elizabeth Bott. Caitlin brings it up to the front. Bree going to send it over to Grayson. Grayson's going to strike in and block it up. Good block there. It's going to be close on the antenna. Point for Lady Red, 2 for Lady Red, 1 for Lady Bulldogs. I have some Bulldog fans here beside me, so I hope they don't do any cussing. Here goes Kendra. Push across. Strong hit there by number 16, Faith Pikeman, but rejected by Talon. Grayson on that front row. So 3 for the red, 1 for the Linn Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs. Here goes Kendra Gooder to serve. Not Kendra Gooder, she's been gone out of school. Maydew. Grayson's over the top, but I didn't call anything. Kaylee Omke on that front row just couldn't do anything with it. Go, here goes Kendra. Maydew, her dad's here to watch. Deep shot. Mishandled there on the back of that thing that Michelle Richardson was trying to do there. So point for the red, 5 for the red, 1 for the Lady Bulldogs. Goes Kendra, short, into the net. Couldn't dig it out. Those are tough to do. You've got to dump on your knees and try to pull it backwards. Here goes Kendra. Brought up to the front, goes to the net again, bumped over. Talon pops it up. Bree's going to back set to Talon. Talon's going to go to the back corner. Out, too far, too strong. Point for Lady Bulldogs, 6 for the red, 2 for Lady Bulldogs. Back to serve is number 23, Maggie Hansen, 5'5" freshman for Lady Bulldogs. Brought up to the back row. Breeze there, push up to Talon. Talon's going to strike down hard. 6' freshman drops her down. Point for Lady Red. 6 for Lady Red, 2 for Lady Bulldogs. Talon Wrenchler, the freshman, back to serve now. Mom and sisters are here today. And Jocelyn Kirchhoff goes out, and Lizzie Fort Miller comes in on the front row. Here goes Talon, popped up by Maggie. Good hard shot, but touch. Point for Lady Bulldogs, 7 for Lady Red, 3 for Lady Bulldogs. Back to service number 9, Kara Peters, a 5'6" freshman for Lady Bulldogs. Strong hit to the back row. Talon, good dig. Pushes up to Grayson. Grayson to the back row. Up to the front. Miss hit. They'll block it down. Lizzie and Holly there on that right side. Point for Lady Red. 8 for Lady Red. 3 for Lady Bulldogs. Might have been a little bit pensive shot there. Lady Red took advantage. Grayson could pick it up with Maggie. Soft hit there. Could be close to the net. Bree's going to tap it. Called net. On the Lady Bulldog side, 9 for Lady Red, 3 for Lady Bulldogs. Here goes Grayson again. Grayson's been really consistent on those serves this year. It's going to be close to the net. Lizzie taps it back on the missed pass. Caitlin going to Holly. Holly's going to go over to Bree. Bree's going to strike to the back row and in on that corner back there by the line judge. 10 for Lady Red, 3 for Lady Bulldogs. Brock Hutchison is the line judge for the center today. And Julie went to the junior high tournament. It got handled well there by Kara. Junior high had matches in Plainville today. So 11 for Lady Red, 3 for the Lady Bulldogs. The senior serves again. Picked up by Maggie. Push over across. Tap. Oh, miscommunication there on Lady Red side as to who was going to get the ball. He started a shift, and Holly put it where she thought people were at, but they were gone from there by then. So, point for Lady Bulldogs, 11 for Lady Red, 4 for Lady Bulldogs. Back to service number 19, Lindsay Mueller, 5'7" freshman. They got a lot of young gals here. Be up and coming the next years to see at this tournament. Bree to the back row. Here we go, back to the row. Tap by Lizzie. Tap over. Push up by Holly. Caitlin up to the front. Bree going to strike down. Good pick up by Maggie. Tap over. Tip by Emily, but Lizzie and Bree there on that front row, putting it back. Caitlin's going out, and Kendra Maydew coming on the front row. Holly back to serve. Go short. Holly. That's the second service here Holly's had today. 12 for Lady Red, 5 for Lady Bulldogs. Back to service number 13, Emily Myers, a 5'6" junior. Deep shot. Grayson's there. Hall's going to back set to Lizzie. Lizzie's going to cross court. Picked up and he'll net. Tough one. Point for Lady Red. 13 for Lady Red. 5 for Lady Bulldogs. Here goes Lizzie. Strike to the back row. Lily close to the net again. Joust in the middle. The one. Good pick up there. Elizabeth Bott there on that joust. Coming away with a point. Lady Red 13. Lady Bulldogs 6 of Linn, Kansas. Worked on the computers there in the olden days. Here's Haley Detler. Push up. Breathe from the center. Drops it down. Wasn't out of the wall there, but Kaylee Ritchie. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Emily Myers. Holly's gone out, and Caitlin's working the back row. Here goes Bree Freely, and we've gone through rotation. 14-6. Too deep. That's Bree's first service error today. They asked me why I didn't whistle in the first match, because we're kicking butt. But maybe help zoom in on and serves. Talon, good strong hit there, touch. Ooh, whiff there by Kara Peters. She's a 5'6" freshman. And Kaylee Omke's coming on that front row. Kendra Maydew on the back row to serve now for Lady Red. 15 for Lady Red, 7 for Lady Bulldogs. Put up by Liz. Cross-court shot there by Faith Beichman. Puts it down, point for Lady Bulldogs. 15 for Lady Red, 8 for Lady Bulldogs. Maggie Hansen, 5'5" freshman, back to serve for the Lady Bulldogs. It's going to be to Bree. Hall's going to select to Talon. Talon's going to go down. Good hard hit there. Michelle Richardson couldn't handle it. Point for Lady Red. 16 for Lady Red, 8 for Lady Bulldogs. Goes into the locker room. Line Judge Brock gets it. Jesselyn's out now. She was on the back row there. And Lizzie Fortmill on that front row. Here goes Talon. Richardson. Will be center across. Tap to the back. Talon's there. Push up. Grayson. Cross court down. Point for Lady Red. In between Richardson and Peters there. 17 for Lady Red. 8 for Lady Bulldogs. Here goes Talon Rensler again. Richardson, high in the sky. Hustle over. It'll be free ball to the back. Talon's there. Bree sets it over to Grayson. Grayson drops it down. Not a good pickup there by Maggie on the Lady Bulldogs side. 18 for Lady Red, 8 for the Lady Bulldogs. And Coach Jessica Oldie wants to have a timeout. Thank you for watching these broadcasts here. If you'd like to make a contribution, you can send money to Smith Center Junior Senior High School, Smith Center, Kansas, or 300 Roger Barton Way, Smith Center, Kansas, 66967. We'll put the money to good use. Lady Red will be playing in Hill City. On Tuesday. Seems like we've had a lot of those long hour-and-a-half bus rides here. Against TMP, who we beat at TMP last week, and Hill City and Oakley, who we beat 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, yep, out at Oakley. Cross country is going to be in Republic County. That's okay, Grace. And Smith Center's going to have Plainville, hosting Plainville. Lady Red came up against a tough Panther team last night and lost 42-17. So it looks like we're back in action. Here goes Talon Rensler. To the back row, we're out. Yep, too strong. First service error for Talon. Not a good sign. Not good when you just give away points like that. They practice that kind of stuff all the time. Kyra Peters back to serve. The freshman for the Lady Bulldogs. Maggie Adlin is in now. Harris Nate, too strong. The point for Lady Red. 19 for Lady Red. 9 for Lady Bulldogs. Grayson Hutchison back to serve for Lady Red. Grayson's been real consistent on her serves all this year. Don't think she's had one service error. Peters popped up. Maggie's going to pop it to the back. Addie's there. Push up to Lizzie. Lizzie into the block. Caitlin gets it back over. Good dig by Caitlin Shillito. Strike to the back row. In the corner. Point for Lady Bulldogs. 19 for Lady Bulldogs. 19 for Lady Red. 10 for Lady Bulldogs. Sorry about that. And Kaylee's coming out. And Lindsay Mueller coming in, the freshman, for Lady Bulldogs to serve. Grayson. Holly's hustling. Pushing it to Bree from the middle, kind of. Popped up. Good. Emily didn't get underneath it to get the ball over. 20 for Lady Red. 10 for Lady Bulldogs. Okay, Holly's back to serve now. Let's see if she can get her service under control here. Up by Peters. Back set. It's way too far. The shot by Emily Myers, the 5'6" junior. Addie's in now. And then Harris Deeps, the senior. Here goes Holly again. Put up by Peters. Good push, quick push by Elizabeth. Kendra puts it over. It's a good strike to the back row, but too far. And a shot by Haley Detmer. Here goes Holly. Too strong. That's Holly's third service error. Goes Emily Myers back to serve for the Lady Bulldogs. 22 for Lady Red, 11 for Lady Bulldogs. Had to make sure that their position was correct so they didn't get a rotation error. Here goes Holly. Set over to Kendra. Kendra goes in the middle, up by Richardson. I'm sorry. That was Myers. Over by Myers. Grayson. Push to Holly. Holly's going to go back to Bree. To call net. She said 24, but I don't see a 24. Okay, Lizzie's ready to go. 23 for Lady Red, 11 for Lady Bulldogs. Good strike by Lizzie. Faith puts it over. Oops, it's going to be close. Bree taps it over. Out. They call touch on the Lady Bulldog side. So set point here for Lady Red, 24-11. Good strong hit there, ace, baby. So Lady Red win that one. 25-11. Beloit beat Linn 25-11 and 25-9 in their first match of the morning. So interesting to see how this is going to turn out with Beloit and Smith Center later. I'd like to thank our sponsors for, if they weren't contributing, I wouldn't be here, because we would have some really old stuff, but now we've got pretty good stuff. So, and some of those sponsors are not on that phone. Excuse me, Grace. Gracie, not helping me out here. So we'll look at this phone. I'd like to thank NextTech for allowing me to use my phone to stream. I'm not streaming today. They were kind enough here at Buffalo Land to give me the information I needed in order to stream. So our sponsors are Ray and Karina Hairsnape, John and Alice Sparks, Blooms and Embellishments Boutique, Midway Chiropractic, Farmers Union Insurance, Greg Frake, the Holtis Boys Eye Care Center, they're in beautiful downtown Swiss Center, Dennis and Judy Schmidt, Catherine McCary, they're on 3rd Street, but her shop is behind the house, so if you're looking for something to get it changed or modified or embroidered, go back to the garage. Kingsbury Service, Marty and Rhett Kingsbury, had my battery repaired there, did a fine job, we did it rather quickly. Dropped it off in the evening. They fixed it up by 10. Ken and Diane Depperschmidt. Neil and Karen Herndon. Opal Hall Memorial. Thanks for Eddie and Opal, longtime contributors, along with Neil and Karen Herndon. Smith Simmons Rentschler Mortuary. Gary and Brenda Freeling. Jones Machinery. Midwest Family Health and Smith Center. Burke and Kim Phelps. John Overmiller. Michael Shannon McDowell, attorney at law. State Line Properties. The People's Bank. Huffman Floor Covering, there in beautiful downtown Smith Center, and the Bernina Tompkins Memorial. Thank you so much for your contribution. If you'd like to contribute to help us out here so we can buy some new equipment so maybe we get a better YouTube stream for these matches and football games when we're away, you can send money to Smith Center Junior Senior High School, 300 Roger Barter Way, Smith Center, Kansas, 66967. Bree strikes out. That's Bree's first service error. So, Linn Bulldogs go ahead, 1-0. Short. Good. Hustle by Justin to keep that off the floor. Dumped by Talon. Pretty close to the net. Dumped over. But out. Point for Lady Red. One for Lady Red. One for Lady Bulldogs of Linn. Back to service Kendra. Caitlin Shelto went out. Jesselyn Kirchhoff's on that back row. Pumped up to the front. Push up. Too strong to the right side there by Michelle, by Faith Eichmann. Here goes Kendra Maydew again. A little confusing there. It's who's going to get the ball. Communication breakdown. Old Led Zeppelin song. They're in that back row between Emily and Michelle. Michelle picks it up this time. Good strike down the line there. Good hit by Karis Peters, the freshman for Lady Bulldogs. So the libero Maggie Henson comes in, the 5'5" freshman for Lady Bulldogs. Bree. Grayson sets. Talon sets the middle. And that problem again with that communication. You're supposed to get the ball. Gotta trust your back. Gotta trust your back row. So here goes Talon Rentschler back to serve. Jesselyn's out and Caitlin Shelto's in that back row. Nice to see a bunch of football boys come over. Tap over. Good tap over there by Kaylee Umke. So 4 for Lady Red, 3 for Lady Bulldogs. And Michelle Richardson's coming out. And Haley Detmer coming in on that front row. Back to serve is Kara Peters. Caitlin pops it up. Holly hustles up. Good hard struck by Lizzie there, but good pickup by Maggie. It's going to be close to the net. Not a good pass there on that second hit. So 5 for Lady Red, 3 for the Lady Panthers. Grayson Hutchison back to serve for Lady Red. Kara puts it up. Pop back up. Maggie from the middle, but not a good strong shot to get it over the net. Point for Lady Red, 6 for Lady Red. 3 for the Lady Bulldogs of Linn. Here goes Grayson. Peters. Maggie, miscommunication again. Looked at each other and threw the ball. Point for Lady Red. 7 for Lady Red. 3 for the Lady Bulldogs. Goes Grayson. Maggie puts it up. Peters back up. Up to the back row. Bree overstrikes. Overkill. Oh, they called net before the hit. Point for Lady Red. I don't know, they call it net and then they kind of acted like it was a touch. I'm confused. Here goes Grayson in the net. Oh my goodness. A lot of service errors here. Maybe I should have talked to him. Okay, Kaylee Umke going out. And in is Lindsay Miller. Freshman for Lady Bulldogs. Short. Bree pops it up. Back to Lizzie. Lizzie off the sweep. Lizzie coming from that middle hitter side and bringing it around to that edge. Off 9 for Lady Red, 4 for Lady Bulldogs. Maddie's in. Maddie Kelch. It'll be a tough one. Oh, good joust there. Won by the Lady Bulldogs side. Elizabeth Bott there fighting it through Kendra. And she wins that joust. 9 for Lady Red, 5 for Lady Bulldogs. Grayson. Gonna back set to Lizzie. Lizzie off the block. Good pick up there off the floor. Push to the back row. Grayson's there. Push up. Into the block. Back up. Maddie's there. Kendra strike to the back row on the line. Point for Lady Red. 10 for Lady Red, 5 for Lady Bulldogs. Lizanthia's back there. Still wearing that big brace. She had surgery this last winter after a basketball problem during practice. On the line, point for Lady Red. 11 for Lady Red, 5 for Lady Bulldogs. The thing I don't like about this tournament is they never have a hospitality room. I have to eat the girls' food. And steal their water. Push up. Tap back over. Nobody there to cover. Green Talon there on that front row to drop it back. So 12 for Lady Red, 5 for the Lady Bulldogs. Hope y'all can come out and watch Lady Red in 2 weeks. We'll be playing in Smith Center on a Tuesday. And, of course, Redmond will be playing at Plainville this next Friday. Cross country is going to be in Belleville. So hope that things go well for the Harriers. Thanks to Gracie Enix for running the camera today. She's done a fine job the last few times, as long as I tell her to turn make sure the red balls on the camera. Mighty fine camera. I'd like to thank the Timmons brothers for their generous contribution last year. Made a lot of difference in the quality of equipment we could buy, but we still need to make some additions to really try to improve things. And I'd like to thank the Ruth Dietz Memorial from last year also. Had a mighty fine contribution there. Peters, ace, baby. Ace for Lizanthia. Fort Miller, daughter of Darla, might be doing meat stuff today. Good strike by Lizzie. Peters again. Pop to that outside on that edge. And point for Lady Bulldogs. 13 for Lady Red, 6 for Lady Bulldogs. Jesselyn coming in for Lizzie on that back row. Maddie Kelch is still on that front row there. Marie just a little bit off. Justin pushes up to the front. Going to be free ball by Maddie. Pop tie in the sky. Right up close to the net. Good pitch up, but under the net, I would say. Point for the Red. 14. A little collision there. Might have caused some problems. So nobody hurt. That's good. Point for Lady Red. 14 for Lady Red. 6 for Lady Bulldogs. Back to serve is Bree Freeling. The junior for Lady Red. Gary and Brenda's here, along with Corey and Sherry. Not a good strike there. Not a controlled dig. So point for Lady Red. 15 for Lady Red, 6 for Lady Bulldogs. Holly went out. And Maddie went out. Jesselyn and Caitlin. Oh, it might have been out, but they took it anyway. But got to communicate. Need some help in that back line. Trying to determine if it's in or out. Communications are an issue. Here goes Bree Freeling again. Strike to the back row. Ooh, it's going to be tough. Off the ventilation. And point for the Red. Another timeout here for Jessica Olby. Freshmen are over there cheering. A lot of freshmen out this year, which is good to see. Okay, Lady Red be taking on the Beloit Trojan, Lady Trojans here right after this match. And then foreseeing that we win this match, even if we win or lose to Beloit, we'll be traveling over to the high school gym to take on the winner between, on the other side, on this side we have Beloit, Linn, Smith Center, and Pike Valley. And on the other side is Thayer Central, Republic County, Clifton Clyde, and Hanover. So I haven't seen the board to see how those scores are going. But Lady Red will be going over there to play if they win this match here, and that will be whether they win or lose to Beloit. Here goes Bree. 17 for Lady Red, 6 for the Lady Bulldogs. Pushed up. Good strike there. Oh, Jesslyn didn't handle it well. Kill for Faith Bikeman, the 5'11" sophomore. It's served by Elizabeth Bott. Pushed over to Grayson. Grayson's going to tap it. Oh, she hit the net. Oh, somebody hit the net. They call Kaylee Elmkeefer in the net. 18 for Lady Red, 7 for the Lady Bulldogs. Here goes Kendra Maydew. Oops. Grayson's there. Fingertip down. Point for Lady Red. 19 for Lady Red, 7 for the Lady Bulldogs. Here goes Kendra. Good hit. That's going to be out. Hit the antenna and the net. Point for Lady Red. 20 for Lady Red. 7 for Lady Bulldogs. Goes Kendra again. The junior for Lady Red. Hard. That's tough. Right, they got it over. Good hustle. Elizabeth got it over. Cross over to Grayson. Grayson off the strikeout. Off the touch. Down. Point for Lady Red, 21 for Lady Red, 7 for Lady Bulldogs. Here goes Kendra again. There to Emily. Push over, it's going to be close to the net. Not a good pass on that set there. Wasn't much that Kara could do with it. There's a Kyra, K-Y-R-A-H. Here goes Maydew again. Push up. There's a bikeman to the back row. Jesslyn, good cover there. Grayson, striking the block. Push over. Here goes Kyra again, but too strong. No touch. Point for Lady Red. 23 for Lady Red, 7 for Lady Bulldogs. Here goes Kendra again. That's tough. Lift. Point for Lady Red. Set match point in for Lady Red. 24-7. Nice string here. I think this is 7 for Kendra. Push back from the middle. Here goes Bree. Oh, goes to Grayson. Off the block and out. Point for Lady Red. Lady Red win that one. 25-7. After winning the first one. 25-11. 25-7, 25-11. So, Lady Red will be coming back here shortly, taking on the Beloit Lady Trojans. Mighty fine Trojan team, so it's going to be fun to watch that. You're watching Lady Red Volleyball on www.usd237. I'm Alan Donovan here with Grayson Enus.